If you hear claws scraping stone on Battle Creek, pray it's only one monster, because when the other one comes, he doesn't leave survivors. The fog was heavy that night, rolling thick through the canyon, choking the sound of the creek. Daniel pushed through the water, lantern in one hand, rifle in the other. Every step echoed wrong, like something else was pacing him. Then came the growl, low and too close. The hair on the back of his neck stood up. He swung the lantern, but the light barely cut through the fog. The rocks around him were gouged with claw marks. Dark streaks of blood smeared the stones. He whispered a curse. The stories were true. The beast came fast. One heartbeat, the fog was empty. The next, it was filled with a nightmare, 7 feet tall. Muzzle glistening, yellow eyes burning like coals. The werewolf lunged, teeth snapping inches from his face. Daniel fired. 1 shot, 2. The bullet slammed into its chest, but it barely staggered. The thing hit him like a truck, slamming him into the bank. His ribs cracked. His rifle skittered into the water. The lantern hissed out in the creek. Claws tore across his side. The wolf pinned him, jaws wide, breath reeking of rot and copper. Its teeth closed on his throat. And then the forest roared. A sound deeper than thunder shook the canyon walls. The werewolf snapped its head up, growling back. But it wasn't the apex here. Not tonight. The enforcer had arrived. It came out of the tree line like a nightmare of its own. A giant covered in dark matted fur, shoulders broad as a door frame, eyes burning white flame through the fog. Its roar silenced the night. The enforcer grabbed the werewolf and tore it from Daniel like nothing. The two titans crashed into the rocks, claws and fists splitting stone. The werewolf slashed across the enforcer's chest, but the giant only roared louder. It lifted the beast by its throat and smashed it against a boulder. Bones cracked like dry branches. With a final heave, the enforcer snapped the wolf's spine. The fight was over. Daniel lay gasping, clutching his side. His body screamed in pain, but relief filled his chest. He had lived. Somehow he had lived. The enforcer turned, its glowing eyes fixed on him, silent, judging. Daniel tried to sit up, whispering through blood and broken teeth. You saved me. But then he saw it. His arm, the bite. Flesh torn, veins already blackening. His breath froze. The enforcer stepped forward. Daniel shook his head, backing against the stone. Please, I didn't. The giant pressed one massive foot against his chest, pinning him. The weight crushed the air from his lungs. He struggled, eyes wide with terror. The last thing he saw were those glowing white eyes, unblinking, merciless. The enforcer drove its heel down. And then there was silence, because the enforcer doesn't protect men. He protects the veil. And if you're bitten, he'll make sure you never rise under the moon. Sleep tight.